What are your impressions of that team?
They're a very good team. There's a reason why they're here. You know, they have a impressive guard play, big man all the way around, 7-footer, and their bench is pretty solid as well. So they're just a great team all around.
Questions? Please wait for the microphone to come to you. Andrew will get you set up.
Jim Alexander from the Southern California News Group, and any of you three can answer this because it's the same for all of you. I mean, you've played a lot of tournament games the last 3 seasons. How much does that manifest itself in the course of a game? For instance, if you're going to get in a tight game, how does that experience help? How exactly does it manifest itself?
I think it's just like you said, we got a lot of experience here. So when it gets down to the crunch time of the game, I think we just developed a trust over the years, a trust in one another, a trust that we can take care of the ball and get a great shot or get a defensive stop as well. So I think a lot of that experience is going to be crucial in times like tomorrow when, you know, we're expecting a really good fight.
In the back.
Raj Ganeker, Northwestern News Network. I got a question for Tyger, actually. Boo Buie is, you know, a really good point guard, but you're also a really good point guard, and I think a lot of people are seeing that as, you know, a big point guard battle tomorrow. What are your thoughts on the game plan on guarding him and playing, you know, against him?
Well, we know that he's a great player, but, you know, we're mainly just focused on UCLA versus Northwestern because, you know, it's going to be a team game. We're going to have our freshmen, you know, come through for us. We're going to have good bench minutes from our bigs and all those things. So I think we're more worried about just how we're going to stop them as a team as opposed to just stopping one person because they have a good group of guys over there and they play really hard. And, yeah, so we're just preparing for all of them. Yeah.
Up front.
Tarek Patel from the LA Daily News. David, when you come into the tournament and you see teams you've never seen before, in conference play you see teams all the time, you're familiar with each other. In the tournament, it's a new team, you have little time to prepare. Can you talk about balancing preparation and film and also relying on what you guys do well? How do you balance that?
Well, what we do well is we pay attention to detail in film, so it's really just goes hand in hand, like it comes into one. So we just have to watch film and get our strategy together and then do what we do as a team. And what we do is we come up with strategies based on film and game plans and stuff like that.
Do you feel like watching film sometimes you can overdo it?
I don't think you can never overdo film, but you have to keep in mind, like, you know, they're great players. They might not do everything that you see. They might come out, some person might be hot that night. So we have to there's always going to be adjustments and audibles, like in the game itself. But I don't think you never overdo film.
Okay.
Tracy Pearson with Bruin Report Online. Jaime, the Big Ten has a rep for playing particularly physically. In watching Northwestern, are they a physical team? How do you match up against that?
Yeah, I think you said it best. The Big Ten is known for how physical they play, and Northwestern is no exception to that. They're a very physical team, but I think we're also a very physical team, so it's just going to be a big matchup down low. And I know the rebounding battles are going to be intense, and, you know, that's something that we're going to have to prepare for, and I think we're looking forward to.
John Kristen, Daily Bruin. I know you guys talked last night about playing the game for Jalen Clark because he's not here right now. Are you guys still in touch with him, you know, calling him after games and whatnot? And what's it like talking to him even though he's not here?
It's you know, it's an interesting feeling, you know, having like one of our brothers not here right now, like sharing this moment with us. But in a sense, it makes us play. We play harder. So yeah, we call him, we text him. You know, I always ask him how we're doing. Sometimes. Like, he doesn't tell me, but I know I'm annoying him, you know, trying to keep up with him and everything like that. And he says, I'm fine, I'm good. Like, don't worry about me, worry about the games and everything. But, you know, in the sense, like, he's part of our fuel, our motivation for to end the season strong.
Questions? Somebody's got to have a question.
Bradley Locker, Inside on You. You guys said it's more of a team game that you have to worry about, but Northwestern has the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year in Chase Audige and has one of the stoutest defenses in the country. Are you guys expecting more of a low-scoring, slow type of game, and how do you account for that defensive strength?
We think that we're preparing for, a slower game and just being prepared because, like everybody has pointed out, in the Big Ten, it's a little bit more physical play, grinded out. And, where we're from, it's more get up and down and get shots up. So we're just trying to scout. And, of course, we got to go back and watch a lot more film on them. So we're just preparing for that type of game.
The gentleman up front. Oh, next. Sorry. One more.
Hey, guys. Chris Hayre, CBS Los Angeles. I'll just, as the Tiger, just your thoughts on the minutes that Kenny Nuba provided yesterday and just how that's going to help you guys moving forward if he continues that type of ball.
They were big for us. Shout out to Kenny. He had his career high. I think he had his career high within, like, the first 10 minutes of the game or something. So, when a player does something like that, it's amazing. And all the rebounds and the blocks that he had, I think that it just shows that, we're a little deeper than people might think. And, of course, not having a Dem out there, it's a little different for us right now. But if Kenny can play like that all the time, it'll be really good for us and hopefully help us on this run that we want to have. So, sure.
One quick one. I remember last year, Super Smash Bros. Was like the downtime game. Is there a new game this year, or is it still Super Smash Bros.? What are you guys doing with all the downtime?
Super Smash Bros. is one of them, but we have we play chess a lot. So as a team, we're starting to play chess. So
who's the best chess player right now?
it's probably I don't know. It's probably I'm still like in top 5, but there maybe Tiger or Russ. There's been a lot of battles. I know Jaime's up there. I know Jaime's up there, but
Okay.
just from seeing from outside looking in, I
Sounds
think
like a lot of parity. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys.